We are here for the Pelvic Live Q&A, so if you have any questions, feel free to message in the comments and we'll answer. Today we're going to talk about leaky gut, though. I found some interesting things online. So the definition of a leaky gut from the website I found it says a layer of special epithelial cells line the intestinal tract. These cells link together by connecting to tight junction proteins, which act as gateways between the intestines and the bloodstream. Part of their job is to allow vital nutrients to pass while protecting the body from compounds that could cause disease. If a malfunction affects the tight junction, a person can develop intestinal hyperpermeability or leaky gut. It's important to note that the concept of a leaky gut as a cause of disease is more theoretical than scientifically proven at this point. Lorraine, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think if you haven't figured them, really,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a person out there that doesn't have leaky gut right now. Our diet, our lifestyle, everything. We're not food combining properly. We're not chewing properly. And things are starting to putrefy because the digestion is slowing down. And then when that happens, you're feeding the bad bacteria, the fungus, and the parasite. And the fungus, those are the worst guys. Those are the ones that drill the little holes through the gut lining. And then we get the pooping in your pelvis. And there starts the domino effect, right?
Yeah, so the website also said from leaky gut, you could get autoimmune diseases, acute inflammation conditions, chronic inflammation conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, neurocognitive and mood disorders. I personally haven't heard that one before, but it makes sense to me when I saw it.
Yeah.
Food sensitivities and allergies, skin conditions, thyroid disorders, celiac disease, and nutrient issues. Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Because your body's not able to absorb what you are putting in. Even we counsel people all the time, and the biggest aha that I hear is they don't understand that our body can only digest one protein at a time. None of this surf and turf stuff, right? Because you're putting too many different proteins in there. If you're really hungry and you think you need extra protein, go ahead, but have the same kind. Keep it to one kind.
Yeah. I used to do that all the time. I grew up like that, just eating different types of meat in one meal. And I would feel awful, like a couch potato after. But then when I changed my diet and I started eating more fresh and raw and doing the one protein if I'm having any, I know I felt lighter and I'm like, oh, I'm still good. I still have energy. It was awesome.
At the end of the day, the only thing the body hangs on to is the vibration of what we put in. Everything else gets excreted. So yeah, it kind of makes sense that you're going to have more energy when you're putting in foods, whole plant-based foods that still has life. You're going to feel more energy.
Yeah. Yeah, today I've just had my water with my Ormus minerals and my black diamond and a couple of juices and that's all, and I had one avocado. But I'm I feel like I have more energy than when I actually eat a meal. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly, because all high vibe.
Yeah.
We've just got to keep doing the high vibe thing.
Exactly. Oh, you're a little choppy.
You know what?
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. You're a little choppy.
Yeah, just hang on. I need it out. Oh, no, I'm not. Now I am. It comes in. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. Yeah, you're back.
Okay, good. You know what? I'm just going to sit right here. Okay, there we are.
What
Stop
was the
shaking around.
last thing that
I said, do we have anybody who's joined us yet?
no. Just somebody who's
No.
saying, yeah, hi guys, like this makes sense, but no
Okay,
questions.
cool. Yeah. So when we're not food combining properly, when we're not chewing properly, even when we're preparing our food, the energy that we prepare our food with is the energy that is going, part of the energy that's going into that food. So if I've got some great music going and I'm loving chopping up everything and making a beautiful meal, that love is going in there. And that's one of the reasons why, um, when you go out to grandma's house for a special occasion and you know that she's made everything and she's put in her sweat and her tears, and not her tears of joy, into that meal and making it, and making, one special something because they know that you're coming. That's
Yeah.
part of the reason that we enjoy it so much.
Yeah, it makes sense. And it also makes sense when people do get upset or in a mood and they're like, I'm not hungry anymore. Like it's
And
like we know we shouldn't eat.
yeah, intuitively, that's exactly what we should do, is push away, because you're not going to be able to digest. Your body is in that fight, fright, freeze, and we're not supposed to be digesting. We're supposed to be running from a tiger, not not digesting. And you will not digest when you're in a mood. Um, when you've got too much on your head going on, and not really paying attention to what you're eating. And that's a lot of people do that. It's time to eat, right? Am I hungry? Yeah, no, but I won't have time for another 5 hours or whatever, so I'm going to eat right now. We've got to come back to really honoring the body, and just really understanding how it works.
Yeah. We do have a question. Ange from Australia says, I'd like to learn about pelvic restoration. I have fibroids and a really heavy menstrual cycle.
Yes, you bet. We're going to be out there again.
Oh,
I
I
think
have
I
it.
think it's the beginning of March. I think that's when it is.
Yes, March 5th to 7th.
There you go. And is that um,
Coffs Harbor. Yeah, I believe. Oh, we lost her again. Yeah, we will be in Australia again next year. We're gonna be there a few times. So in March, beginning of March, we'll be there, and then we're there again in August.
can you tell them where we're going to be? Like what city?
So in August, I know it's Coffs Harbor. In March, I'm not sure if it's Melbourne or Coffs Harbor. It wasn't specified where I was looking, so
Oh,
we will confirm that with you guys. But yeah, March and August. August for sure is a Coffs Harbor, but March will let you know where it's going to be.
awesome. Awesome. Anybody else have any questions?
Yes, I'm here, and I did a detox now, eating plant-based foods, raw, etc. And my hormones are much better also. Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah,
it's surprising, the body really knows how to heal. All we've got to do is supply it what it needs. And that is the thing that most of us, we're just too busy. We've numbed out the body, let alone trying to figure out what it needs. We've just gone further and said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do what fits in my schedule, which
yeah.
usually fast food, or eating a bunch of crackers or chips or chocolate bars.
But it's interesting because it's not even for some people, it's not what fits in their schedule. They just aren't willing to let go of some things. like I was telling someone, I was like, oh, if you stop, or like if you cut back on this or stop this, and like it was fast food and her periods get really bad, she's like, no, I'm not doing it. I was like, okay. So I just shut up. I was
Yeah,
like, okay, I'm not,
exactly.
I'm not pushing it. I was like, this will help you, but if you're not mentally willing to take the steps to make you feel better, then there's nothing more I can say.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just gonna go in one ear out the other. So
You can lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink.
yeah, exactly.
Sure. That's for sure. Yeah.
Um,
I know.
Andrew's asking, yes, you can book for any of the courses on braveheartnation.com. So go ahead, Lauren.
Yeah. Um, I don't know what I was going to say. Thoughts are like fish. They're quite slippery.
Yes.
You got to catch them. Got to catch them. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, we really do need to start coming back to the body, because the body will perform miracles by the minute. I mean, even the fact, like I think about when I was 36, I got diagnosed with cancer. I had a lot of things. I had migraine headaches. I had problems with my hand. I had neck and back shoulder back problems. My shoulders were up like this, and I remember looking in the mirror and thinking, I used to have a neck. What happened? It never dawned on me that I was so tight that my shoulders were stuck under my ears,
Oh,
because these things kind of sneak up on you, right?
yeah.
You're looking at yourself every single day, and you just don't know this very, very gradual progression of getting sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker. So
Yeah.
yeah, and it is because we numb the body out. I remember back then I was working full time in a orthodontic clinic, and I was the lead hand in the back. So I was the one making sure that everybody was getting their job done, making sure the doctor was where he was supposed to be, and picking up the slack for anybody who's running behind. And I can just feel my heart going like this, thinking how I was working. But no wonder, because I was, and my period was heavy, like it was awful. But for whatever reason, it never dawned on me that there was a better way. And that's what we're here to let you know. There is a better way. And really, all we have to do is honor our body, come back to the body, start feeling what it's feeling and what it's telling us. Because your pain is your GPS, you know,
Yep.
and start questioning it. Okay, why is that happening? Okay, let's do some research. Let's figure this out. I remember going to the doctor before I was diagnosed with cancer, and them telling me, well, no, it's not carpal tunnel syndrome. No, it's not this. We X'd out a lot of things, and then finally it was me pushing, and I had a tiny little lump, and they said, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But there you go,
Um, Somebody said that eating this way you're talking about, yes, same happened to me. My so-called cancer inflammation disappeared. Even lump on my breast is gone smaller. So many issues I had, I'm now feeding body conditions. It needs to heal. It's simple. Thank
Yeah,
you for sharing that, because it's really that simple. Just changing what you're putting into your body to
yeah,
heal. Because when you go in and then you pair it with the non-surgical, depending if you have a fibroid, if you're eating your like clean diet, then do the non-surgical, the stuff surrounding is going to be nutritious and like help eat up all the bad stuff. So
yeah.
it's
Well, you just open up the blocks, right? The blood's flowing better, the lymphatics flowing better, so the nutrition is getting in better, and the garbage is getting out. It's
yeah.
getting out. The trucks are there waiting. Pile it on. Let's get this going, right? Yeah. And then of course, the bowel movements get better. You do start feeling lighter. You do feel the difference, because you've got more energy. Like I look at how I am now. I have way more energy now than I did when I was 36. Explain that to me. And it's because I changed, I wanted to change, and I knew that there was a better way. And thank God I listened to Dr. Wolf and dove in with both feet at, I can't even, well, somewhere around 61. 61. I'm going to be 66 soon. you know, so
But you don't look it.
no, I don't feel it either. And that's the blessing of this. At any age you can change. At any age it's a good time to make a change. And it's not that I dove in and I did absolutely everything perfect right away. No, I didn't. I started with the black gold.
I started with the tummy love.
There you go. See? And it's just baby steps in that right direction. And then you start feeling better, and then you say, okay, I need to figure more of this because this seems to be working. And like I'm I'm certified in holistic nutrition. I took that so that I could figure out how food worked. And it wasn't until I met Daryl and his protocols was I able to come up with that aha moment. It's not about the different foods that I put in, well, kind of, sort of, but not really. Um, it's more about the vibration of the food, the frequency that that food is holding that's going to support my body because we are electromagnetic beings. So it would make sense that we have to be bringing that life force into the body.
Yeah. Yeah, I've just been experiencing, my mom, she's been putting like, I've been using the cardio med bed, and I'm like, I'm feeling, like, pain in my low back area, and I was like, and to me, in my head, I'm like, "Okay, I know I had a lot of blocks there," so I'm thinking I've done it a few times, I've done it at least 5 times now, and I'm like, "Okay, maybe it's, like, it's pumping the blood, so I think it's moving the blocks," and plus my diet, I've been on, like, juicing and smoothies, I've been really light lately, just, like, yeah, smoothies, juices, water, Black Diamond, the Beyond Ormus, and just all of that, so it's, like, a lot's happening, but it's, like, it's felt really good, and then with the vaginal infusions as well, and the Ultimate Coffee Enemas, it's just overall, I'm like, I know I'm unblocking.
Yeah. Well, everything is a step in the right direction. Like the more that we can do, the more we can honor the body, the more we can help support the body. Like you mentioned, the coffee enemas. Most people think a coffee enema is about clearing out the large intestine. No, it's not. That's not the most beautiful thing it does. The most beautiful thing it does is it supports the liver. And now the liver is able to support the blood system and clean it out, I believe it's like 600 times better, like like
Yeah,
to detoxify 600 times better. And then if you can hold the coffee in for even just 3 minutes, you allowed your entire blood system to go through that liver. So if you can hold it 6 minutes or 9 minutes or 12 minutes, wow, you're you can go from a state of I've got absolutely no energy, I'm flat on my back, to I'm standing back up again. At least that was my experience.
yeah. No, when I started doing them consistently, I noticed such a big difference in my energy levels, and just I just felt overall so much better
Yeah,
from doing them.
and that's because you're supporting the liver. It's really got not a whole lot to do with emptying the large intestine. That's kind of like a side effect, a good one, but it's a
Yeah,
side effect, especially if you're congested.
yeah,
Yeah. And of course, doing that belly button therapy to help unblock all the blockages, that all the stagnation in the large intestine, is another good thing you can be doing. The black diamond, we started our talk about gut health.
yeah.
Black diamond, um, not only does it support the good microbiome, so the good microbiome starts to raise up. So when that happens, the bad microbiome starts to go down. It balances your hormones. So for women, you know, it balances your hormones. It balances your metabolism. If you need to lose weight, it's going to help you lose weight. If you need to gain weight, it's going to help you gain weight. It's going to help build muscle. And then to me, the biggest thing was it repairs the gut lining. So all those little holes from the fungus are being patched up. That's the beauty of the black gold. So
The
yeah,
black one. Okay, yeah.
black, yeah. Yeah, and it only works in the digestive tract. It takes 2 days to transition out. So generally your bowel movements are going to be a lot darker because it's black gold coming out, right? Black gold and toxins. Because it gets rid of viruses, bad bacteria, fungus, and grabs onto 600 times its weight in heavy metals and escorts it out the body. I mean,
Yeah,
it's an all around win win win.
it's
And then
amazing.
a lot of people ask, okay, it is it is like a real fine dust. Um, and some people will sprinkle it on whatever they're eating, but for me, I don't want to chew that because it's like I'm eating a salad and all of a sudden you bite in and there's some little bit of sand there, a little bit of dirt there, and it just doesn't feel comfortable. So for me, the best way that I can take it is by putting it in my smoothie, because then I'm drinking it, the smoothie suspends it, and it enhances the flavor.
What I'm the opposite. I'll take it on, like, anything. I put it on all of my food, but I will like, I notice when it comes, like, more the sandy grainy, I'll blend it in the coffee blender
Yeah,
to fine it, like, make it
make
more of a powder. Yeah, and it
yeah,
makes it a lot easier to consume.
yeah, yeah, for sure. But it is one of our flagship products. I mean, the daily cleansing tea, the black gold, the black diamond, those are the flagship products. Those are the ones that are detoxifying the body, strengthening, um, nourishing, repairing. Hmm.
And then, of course, our course, we give
Yes.
you all the external things, plus the ultimate coffee enema and the vaginal fusion, but the external exercises you can be doing and internal exercise actually, to help you strengthen that pelvic floor and just get the tone back in the area.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so many women, after you have a baby, having trouble with incontinence and prolapse, things like that. That this course will definitely turn around. All you got to do is just do the work, and it does start with the diet. It does start with really coming back to these beautiful bodies and nurturing and loving and connecting to that pelvic area. And I've said this, well, not a million times yet, but that when I took that first course, I didn't realize how disconnected I was to the pelvic area. Like I had just forgotten about it, period. Just it was for having babies and pleasing my husband. That's it. Had nothing to do with anything else. And what a change it does. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we ask people to take a selfie on the first day, so a nice close up of their face, and then a selfie on the end, on the last day, the end of the last day. And the difference between that, you can see the brightness in the eyes,
Yeah,
the tone in the skin has changed. Like, and
yeah.
that's only 3 days.
Yeah, honestly, it blew my mind in my first course when I saw the difference in people from the first day to the third day. I was like, "My God," like
Yeah,
I didn't know that was possible.
yeah. Everybody was happier. Just everything changes when you connect everything. And the pelvic area is our powerhouse for healing. So that means everything. We are so connected. You know, when we can nourish and tone the pelvis, we're actually helping the brain too. We're helping the heart. We're helping our digestion. We're helping our breathing. It's everything.
Yeah.
As the diaphragm is actually connected to the heart and the pelvic floor. Yeah, so
Well,
when
yeah,
we
oh,
when we do those exercises, we're actually exercising absolutely everything.
yeah, I was gonna say when I started doing the ovarian breathe or the microcosmic orbic breathing, I noticed such a difference in that when I was consciously circulating my breath, and I like, yeah, it was just the difference after that. I was like, oh my gosh.
Well, and intention really is everything. So when you can go in and quieten your mind when you're doing these meditations, that's when you're going to have the best results. We Sim said, the um, micro orbital
Cosmic orbit.
breathing is amazing, and we do talk you through that. And there's one meditation that's a womb healing, and another meditation for inserting the yoni egg. You don't want to be just popping that baby in there.
No,
And it's so much better when you go with the intention and honoring your body and asking for permission and doing things slowly, and you get better results. Yeah, intention is everything.
it really is.
So setting a good intention when you are, well, from everything, from making my meals to going through my day. I set my intention and I expect to manifest what I set the intention.
Makes a world of difference.
Yeah. Do we have any other questions out there?
No, nobody's asked anything. Oh, somebody said we are worried in Australia about the severe spraying of our fruits and vegetables with question marks, but I don't really see how that's a question.
Yeah. Well, the best thing you can be doing, you look for good, better, best, right? Um, there really is no way to escape this world and be non-toxic. That's a fallacy nowadays. Hopefully, over the next, I don't know how long it'll take for the world to recover from all the toxins, but I know it can, just like our bodies can. But you just do the best that you can. If you've got a structured water unit, then soak your fruits and vegetables in the structured water with a little bit of baking soda, and that'll help get rid of any of the chemicals on it anyways. But yeah, good, better, best. And then saying a prayer, again, that intention. Let this apple serve me, whatever it is, right? Let it nourish my body. And if that's the best you got, then make it the best you've got.
Yeah, just don't be afraid. Don't have like fear going into eating that, because
No,
then it's just gonna just say thank you for nourishing me and being what I need right now, kind of thing.
exactly.
So
Exactly. And just know you're doing the best that you can with what you've got. Yeah.
yeah. There's no more questions, so I guess we could wrap it up.
All right. Well, thank you for popping in, and I'm glad I was able to pop back on here.
Yeah.
That's good.
Um, our last course of the year, if anybody would like to join us, will be in Bonita Springs, Florida at the end of October, 27th, 28th, and 29th. So you can go to bhnuniversity.com to check out the dates and locations or other courses and sign up through that as well if you like.
We're
But we,
Mexico too in January,
yes,
and in
Mexico,
February we have a whole bunch of BraveHeart
BraveHeart
health
circles.
and healing circles going on, and
Yeah.
I in Ontario, Calgary,
Bonita Springs, Florida, and Australia.
and Australia. Yeah, so
Yeah,
we've got a few of them all on the same 3 days: the 16th, 17th, and 18th of February.
and 19th, 4 days.
And 19th, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah. And again, you can go to that bhnuniversity.com to get more information on those and sign up.
And Lorraine and I are also Perfect Day Consultants. So if you wanted to book consultation with us, you can go to doctordetox.com/consultations and book with us through there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have yourself a beautiful day, a beautiful evening, or a beautiful morning, wherever you are. And we are love. We are healed. We are Braveheart. And I snapped,
Yeah.
but you can't see it.
Have a wonderful time, everyone.
All right. Good night. Love you.